Okay, everyone, it's about time to get started. Are we ready, Laura? Wait till you get back there. Okay. Okay, the quarterly meeting of the Texas State University System Board of Regents is now reconvened in open session. We have a quorum present, and the date is November 19th, 2021, and it's 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, before we get started, Dr. White, I'd love to thank you again for last night. It was outstanding, tremendous, unbelievable. It's all of you university presidents like to outdo each other at your campuses, don't you? This is kind of nice. We really do appreciate that. Okay, our first order of business this morning is the Student Advisory Board report. I would now like to invite each of the presidents to introduce their Student Advisory Board members. President White, would you begin the introductions?
Good morning. I'm pleased to introduce Sam Houston State University's Student Advisory Board members, Liana Bonds and Saranya Srikanth. Liana Bonds is the elected president of SHSU's Student Government Association. She's a senior pursuing a degree in business marketing. She has aspirations of becoming a social media influencer and has some experience in that field. She enjoys building connections with people, making memories, and enjoying her time at SAM before graduating in spring 2022. Saranya Srikanth is the vice president of SHSU's Student Government Association. She's also a senior pursuing a degree in computer science. She's involved in many campus organizations, which includes being voted the 2020-2021 Homecoming Queen. Saranya is passionate for serving. She serves the student body and is actively working to bring her community awareness platforms to fruition. We're proud of these two exceptional students who are making a positive impact on campus.
Thank you. Lonnie, would you like to be next?
Good morning.
Morning.
Lamar Institute of Technology has two SGA representatives. The first is Kennedy Montague. Kennedy is from Beaumont, Texas. She is pursuing an associate's degree of arts in business. Plans to will graduate in 2022. And Dr. Taylor, she has plans to attend Lamar University. She currently has a 3.9 GPA. Our second student representative is Melanie Guerrero. She's from Winnie, Texas. She is graduating in the spring of 2022. At this time, she plans to transfer, but is undecided on a particular college. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Trout.
Mr. Chairman, and I'm pleased to tell you a little bit about two of our students. Andrew Grice is student government president, but he could not be with us this morning. But Andrew is a junior majoring in finance, and he's from Kingswood, Texas. After college, he plans to pursue a career in consulting or management. Quentin Lorenz is here. He's our student government vice president. Quentin is a junior, majoring in political science from McAllen, Texas, and after graduating, he plans to attend law school. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, from Lamar University, we have Tiffany Trant, who's the SGA president. She's a senior and will be graduating in May of 2022, and she's majoring in biology with a 4.0 GPA. Her hometown is Beaumont, Texas. David Williams will be graduating in May 2022 as well. He's majoring in mechanical engineering and has a 3.9 GPA and is also from Beaumont, Texas. What I'd like to say is they both ran for office on a vision to create a better campus environment for everyone. And what I'll tell you is they have taken that role incredibly seriously, and they're absolutely making a difference on our campus, and that difference will last for several years. So thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Johnson.
Good morning. First, I'd like to introduce Linka Crump, who is a sophomore from Vidor, Texas. Linka is She's studying sociology. She's our student body president, and she was our 2020 LSCO Ambassador Scholar, which is a very prestigious scholarship for outstanding high school students. When she graduates, Dr. Taylor, she plans to transfer to Lamar University to complete her bachelor's degree in sociology and prepare for a career in social work. Now, don't go anywhere, Dr. Taylor. Her sister, Lana, is a sophomore from Vider, and she also is a student at, she's vice president of our Student Government Association, and she's studying natural science, and she plans to also to transfer to Lamar University after completing her associate's degree in biology. Both of these students are stellar students. They're involved in so many things on campus, and so I'm very blessed to introduce these ladies to you. Thank you. Betty.
Good morning. We have two students with us today from Lamar State College, Port Arthur. The first one I'd like to introduce is Tyron Dews. Tyron is the president of the Lamar Port Arthur Student Government Association. He is a music major from Orange, Texas. Tyron plans to become a high school choir teacher and share his love of music with others. He currently works as a resident assistant for Seahawk Landing, our dormitory on campus, and as a student assistant for the Performing Arts Center. Tyron's hobbies include singing, playing the piano, cooking, and enjoying time with friends and family. Also from Lamar State College, Port Arthur, is Kelsey Torres. Kelsey is the vice president of the Student Government Association and a sophomore at Lamar State College, Port Arthur. Her major is academic studies, and she is from Port Arthur, Texas. After completing her Associate of Arts degree, Kelsey plans to transfer and pursue a bachelor's degree in biology. Her long-term goal is to attend medical school and become a dermatologist. Kelsey currently works as a daycare worker at the Exogen Fitness Gym, and her hobbies include working out, crocheting, and spending time with friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you all know, Alpine is located in far west Texas, a small town, but we certainly pack our punch. We punch above our weight in helping train the area's leadership. Our students with us today are actually from Regent Flores' hometown of El Paso. Alyssa Saez, who is the president of our Student Government Association, is a kinesiology major. She's also a global ambassador, so when people come to our campus, Alyssa is one of the first people that they meet. She was thrilled to be on this trip, and she was particularly thrilled to visit the Sam Houston College of Osteopathic Medicine, and I think over the course of time, Sam Houston may have an extra student from St. Ross, Alyssa. Vanessa Salazar, who is our Student Government Association Vice President, is also from El Paso. She is an animal science and pre-veterinary major, as you all know, having been out there and having had dinner in a horse barn at the last Regents meeting. You know that that's a big program for us in far west Texas. Vanessa is also a Lobo ambassador. She's another one of the people that we make sure everybody, every visitor gets a chance to meet, does campus tours. And both of them are extremely involved in all sorts of activities on campus. So we're extremely proud to have them on our campus. And we will miss them when they leave. But they have certainly represented St. Ross well at this meeting, and I know that they represent St. Ross well every day of their life on campus. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great introduction. Okay, now at this time, I'd like to invite Student Advisory Board Chair Quentin Lorenz. Please come forward and to the podium and provide us with your update.
Good morning, Chairman Amato, Honorable Regents, and Chancellor McCall. My name is Quentin Lorenz. I am the Student Body Vice President at Texas State University and Chair of the Student Advisory Board. On behalf of the Student Advisory Board, I will be addressing our first two topics of the report. Tyron Dews, Student Government President at Lamar State College, Port Arthur, and Vice Chair of the Student Advisory Board, will present the final topic of the report. Good morning, Regents. The two topics that I will be presenting today are of urgency as decided of the Student Advisory Board. Our first topic is the implementation to the institutions in our system to add to our main websites a basic needs hub. A basic needs hub is comprised of a tab dedicated to a group of needs that students can potentially apply for privately. Resources we believe that students can find to be beneficial in the event that they do not have access to said resources are as followed: food insecurities, potential homelessness, financial assistance, and wellness plans, whether they are physical or psychological. The University of Rochester, Ball State University, and the University of Kentucky are all universities that have implemented said programs for their students. Now, most universities in Texas offer resources such as food pantries. However, the implementation extends the resources to not only food pantry support, but for the covered resources as stated previously. Allocating this program to the students of the Texas State University system can potentially better the experience and alleviate pressures that no student should undergo while participating in academics. Our second topic is pertaining to the review of the Title IX sexual misconduct procedure. We as Student Advisory Board believe that improving the safety of our students is an ongoing battle. According to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, 13% of all students experience rape or sexual assault, and students are at an increased risk of being a victim of sexual violence within the first few months of their first and second semesters. All students must feel a sense of safety in the event that their safety is in any way threatened. With that being said, the Student Advisory Board has researched that within the Texas State University system, all 7 institutions share a comprehensive Title IX procedure. However, we believe that it would be important, in addition, if the Texas State University system established an annual comprehensive report from all 7 institutions so that there is an increased transparency within the 7 institutions in our system. This goal can be used to comprise an even better comprehensive plan, thus progressively showing that the Texas State University system upholds its commitment to the safety of its students. Also, the Student Advisory Board believes that the mental health of a student who has been put through such an ordeal has the effects that can be burdensome and overwhelming. That being said, we believe that a student who reports a case to the Title IX department should have a consistent and physical and mental wellness checks that are waived so that the student feels safe and healthy. This point mainly pertains to the institutions who do not already have said resources established so that the students across our university system have equal access to recovery. Our last improvement regarding how our university system handles Title IX is the improvement of our training requirements. Title IX already requires freshmen to undergo training regarding Title IX. But what if, like faculty, staff, and administration, the students also had to learn the evolving factors that revolve around Title IX? We as students must stay informed as to how our daily lives can be affected in the event we need to report a situation regarding Title IX. This can extremely benefit the comfortability of coming to the administration due to knowing the actions that are clearly defined as a Title IX offense. In conclusion, I am proud to present these topics, and I hope to see the potential changes made in the near future so that the Texas State University system is a top-performing and outstanding system. That being said, I will now pass the floor to Tyron Dews, Student Government President of Lamar State Port Arthur and Vice Chair of the Student Advisory Board. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
The definition of diversity is defined by a variety or an abundance of people of different racial backgrounds and sexual orientations. Today, we would like to talk to you about increasing diversity awareness and diversity on campuses. Students across all 7 institutions have voiced concerns about their cultural representation regarding the facilities' demographics and reflecting the demographic of the student body population. Within the higher ed, we've noticed that there has been a sharp decline in the hiring of ethnic groups. For the Black community, men and women have declined by 45%. For the Hispanic community, men and women have declined by 35%. For the Asian American women and men, if pre-recession trends By pre-recession, we mean the COVID recession that we went through. If pre-recession trends had continued, the hires of Asian American would have risen by 12% and 7%. Respectfully here, too, they declined by 23% and 35%. Therefore, the student advisory board would like to submit the following recommendations. Ideally, we would like to be a part of the interviewing process so that our voice can also be heard through the process of a committee being formed at each institution consisting of 5 students. And we would also like for our demographics to be shown and to be represented correctly in our institutions. But we realize that these changes take time. So for the time being, we submit that we increase training on diversity and different things to make sure that teachers and staff and students have everything that they need to be socially accepting of people of other ethnicities and other orientations. We submit that these trainings be done in person so that we can ensure that the people are retaining the knowledge that they need so that they can go and help others. We also submit that the trainings be posted outside of teachers' doors or staff members' doors, so there's an open door policy for students to feel comfortable and speak with their professors. So in closing, as more students enter the collegiate world, it is vital that the students and professors understand the importance of representation in the classroom, as well as being equipped the staff with the proper training and materials in order to assist these efforts. This also allows professors to create an open and safe environment for students to express their points regarding their views, their identity, without fear, hate, or judgment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dudes. Any of the regents have any comments or questions? I'd like to ask him while he's at the podium. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Great
much.
job.
On behalf, on behalf of the Student Advisory Board, I would like to thank all of you all for allowing us to voice our concerns. As members of the Student Advisory Board, we are very much proud to be able to speak in front of all of the regents, Chairman Amato and Chancellor McCall. Thank you, God bless, and get home safe.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, we'd like to say on behalf of the regents, you're the reason we're here, and we enjoy getting to know all of you, and we appreciate your comments. We really do. Okay, campus update. The next order of the business is Sam Houston State University's campus update. This year update will be presented by Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Mike Stevenson. Hello, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Chancellor. Good morning, Regents. Good to see you this morning. You may have heard, but I just want to remind you that Sam Houston State University has a national championship football team and Orange Pride dance team. That seems to be the talking point, so I want to make sure everybody understood and stayed on message. But I also have some other amazing news to share with you. U.S. News and World Report, which is the gold standard for rankings, has ranked Sam Houston #1 in the state of Texas for social mobility. So we reach down and we take the individuals who are at risk, we get them an education, and we get them out and we get them job, and we do it the best in the state of Texas. But we also do it 24th nationally. Yesterday, we were ranked 6th out of the 38 institutions of higher education in the state of Texas. When I saw 6th, I was a little bit deflated. But then I looked at the list. #1 and #2, you might expect, are there. I worked at #2. I will tell you, #2, we got your number. We're coming after you. We're 6th this year, and we're going to be there sooner or later. We are on the move. I am proud to be the provost at Sam Houston State University for the last 4 months, 19 days, 10 hours, and 23 minutes. It has been a joyous ride. The Sam Houston State University motto is, "The measure of a life is its service." You've heard this many times. It's my honor to serve as provost of this institution. I am one of thousands of students, faculty, staff, and alumni who represent the institution and serve on behalf of the communities across Huntsville, Conroe, the Woodlands, the state, and the world every day. You may or may not know 50% of our incoming freshmen are first-generation students. The working mothers who are out there are also very much welcome on our campus. Staff members volunteer every day at every community event, and new faculty members who move here from the Piney Woods find out just how amazing this place is. When I was an 18-year-old freshman, I went to a small school in rural eastern New Mexico, lived in a mobile home on the edge of town, was an academic achiever, but had an absolutely miserable self-esteem. I had no confidence. I had no indication that I belonged at that institution. The first couple of weeks were a little bit dicey. But I met someone who was named Joanne Gibson. She was director in the student affairs. And she reached out to me and said, "You know, you're really, really good with the academic piece. I want you to come be a part of this freshman year experience. Why don't you come to church with me and we can go to the Wesley Foundation?" I got involved in the youth group. We gave a message on Sunday morning about recycling. I still don't know how that ties to the Sermon on the Mount, but it did. Joanne Gibson made a difference in my life. I've told the incoming students this year several times about Joanne, but I hadn't talked to her since 1991. So last week, Googled her. I found a landline phone number, and I called Dr. Gibson. And she picked up the phone and she said, "Hello." And I said, "Joanne, this is Mike." And before I got my name out, she finished my name. "Mike Stevenson, I haven't heard from you in 3 decades. How are you?" And we had a 15-minute conversation about the impact that she had on my life as an 18-year-old in rural eastern New Mexico. I tell all of our students who come to campus to find your Joanne. Go find that individual who will make you feel like you belong. Well, now that I'm 52 years old, I feel like I've come full circle. I'm on a campus that does that every day. We have faculty and we have staff and we have an administration that reaches out to those individuals who have an amazing potential that maybe other institutions weren't willing to take a risk on. We bring them into our circle and we show them how they can be educated and go out and make a job and make a difference in life. And we do it through service. Service is so critically important. It's the mechanism through which we connect to our communities. I'm so proud of our institution. We're a community-engaged campus. That means service is at the core and the heart of what we do. I want to share a very short video about just how important service is, not only in the academic mission, but in the student mission of our institution.
What does service, community engagement, mean at Sam Houston State University? Our motto, "The measure of a life is its service," reflects a deeply embedded cultural value at the university, one where community engagement is recognized as an integral part of campus life. While we might serve differently, be it contributions to family, community, or country, for Bearcats, our legacy of service will always remain an enduring tradition, connecting students and alumni throughout generations. The integration of community engagement, both academically and culturally, has been a hallmark of success at SHSU. In 2010, the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching recognized our long-standing commitment, naming SHSU as one of the first universities in Texas to receive the Community Engagement Classification. Sam Houston is the only public doctoral professional university in the state to receive the classification. The Center for Community Engagement was established to facilitate reciprocal partnerships between the university and the communities we serve. A key aspect of the center's work is the development of academic community engagement, or ACE courses. Utilizing teaching methods that combine community engagement with academic instruction, the courses encourage students to collaborate with community partners and apply the skills and knowledge learned in the classroom to improve public welfare.
when we first visited the city manager, and we've been told that they desperately need shading as well as charging for a bunch of consumer electronics. So the idea was to design and build simply the basic charging station, but at the same time provide the shading. So in about a year, we finished the project so that people can simply sit under the nice shaded area. At the same time, they can charge their iPads, iPhones, all the consumer electronics easily.
ACE courses continually show the most powerful experiences are ones characterized by the formation of a community of learners, a group of creative thinkers who solve problems that make a collective impact. Sam Houston State University brings its strength as an academic partner to the very communities we serve. The mission of our College of Osteopathic Medicine is to create a pipeline of primary care doctors that are willing to practice in underserved and rural communities. In support of its mission, the college partners with the Montgomery Homeless Coalition, Angel Reach, Salvation Army, and the Montgomery County Food Bank to assist underserved populations with medical needs. In our College of Education, the Jack Staggs Counseling Clinic in Huntsville and the Community Counseling Clinic at the Woodland Center operate as training facilities for master's level and doctoral students while providing much-needed mental health services, including therapy for children to underserved populations of East Texas.
Everyone deserves high-quality care, regardless of circumstance. And so we work hard to do that. We work hard to treat and teach our students at a high level to be able to provide the best of care. And our students are in demand. We have agencies call us all the time when they finish here in the clinic. Send me some good interns, because I know you got some.
Over 140 years ago, the Texas legislature established Sam Houston Normal Institute to train teachers, to raise the level of education within the state's populace, to improve the quality of life for generations of Texans. Since then, our university has grown substantially in both prestige and size, but the fundamentals of who we are remain focused on serving the public good.
Service is the secret sauce. It's what makes Sam Houston what it is today. It's how this institution gives back to the people of the community, and it's how our students give back to the people of the state. Thanks to each of you for time that you spent the last 3 days doing your own service to this institution and to this system. We are deeply grateful and indebted for your service. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Stevenson, Dr. White, thank you for your leadership. We appreciate that. Makes us proud. Okay, the next order of business is postponed business from yesterday. We have 2 postponed items from miscellaneous section. These are the presentations of the 2021 Regents Award. Mike, would you please find your way to the front?
Mr. Chairman and Regents, each year the board honors outstanding faculty from across the system with the Regents Professor Award. Since inception of this award, there have been just 36 Regent professors. As of today, we have 39. The Regents Professor Award is the Texas State University System's highest faculty honor, recognizing faculty with exceptional records of research, teaching, and service. Regents professors are nominated by their respective presidents and selected by the Foundation Board of Directors based on the recommendation of an advisory committee consisting of previous winners. At this time, I'll ask Regent Austin, President Trouth, and President White to please come forward. And will the Regents Professor Award recipients also please join us beside the easels which hold their resolutions. And Mr. Chairman, there is a resolution
Yes, sir.
before the board.
Mr. Chairman, is a resolution.
Okay, Regents, do I hear a motion to confer the Regents Professor Award upon Dr. Helena Almari, Dr. Susan Morrison, and Rodney Rohde? Motion? Raise your hands now. Second? Stephen? Second. Stephen. Any additional discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Congratulations.
I'd like to tell you just a little bit about each of our winners today. Our first Regents Professor is Dr. Helena Halmari, Distinguished Professor in the Department of English at Sam Houston State University. Dr. Halmari earned a Master of Arts and Master of Social Sciences degrees at the University of Tampere in Finland, a Master of Arts in English Composition from the California State University San Bernardino, a Master of Arts in Linguistics, and a PhD in Linguistics from University of Southern California. She has written nearly 50 peer-reviewed publications, 45 articles and book chapters, 3 books, served for the past 10 years as editor of the Journal of Finnish Studies, the leading journal in her field, presented more than 70 papers at national and international conferences, and received more than 20 internal and external grants. Dr. Halmari has been widely praised as a selfless advocate for students, faculty, and her discipline. She has served as chair of the Department of English, where she steered the creation of new programs, including the Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, Editing, and Publishing, and was recently honored with the title of Distinguished Professor. Please join me in congratulating 2021 Regents Professor Helena Halmari. Our second honoree is Dr. Susan Morrison, University Distinguished Professor of English at Texas State University. Dr. Morrison earned an A.B. degree with high honors from Swarthmore College and a master's degree and PhD in comparative literature from Brown University before arriving at Texas State in 1993. She is an internationally respected scholar, has published 4 books and monographs, more than 45 journal articles and book chapters, published a novel, 2 books, several poems, and received numerous awards for her scholarly and creative work, including gold medals in nonfiction and historical young adult publishing. Dr. Morrison has served the university by introducing more than 25 new courses to the curriculum, led study abroad programs in the United Kingdom and an exchange program in Germany, chaired and or served on more than 40 master's thesis committees, and has been recognized with the 3 Sigma Tau Delta Professor of the Year Awards and 4 Alpha Chi Favorite Professor Awards. Congratulations to 2021 Regents Professor Susan Morrison. And our third Regents Professor is Dr. Rodney Rohde, University Distinguished Professor of Clinical Laboratory Science at Texas State University. Dr. Rohde earned a Bachelor of Science in Microbiology, a Master of Science in Biology, and a PhD in Education from Texas State University. He's also an American Society of Clinical Pathologists Board Certified Specialist in Virology, Microbiology, and Molecular Biology, and served as a laboratory scientist for the Centers for Disease Control and the Department of State Health Services in Texas before arriving at Texas State in 2002. Dr. Rohde has authored 2 books, 16 book chapters, and more than 100 peer-reviewed articles, received more than $800,000 in external funding, presented more than 120 refereed conference papers and 100 invited talks, served on 3 editorial review boards, and has received numerous awards for his expertise, including being named to the 2020 Pathologist Power List and given the J.V. Irons Award for Scientific Excellence in recognition of the elimination of canine rabies. Dr. Rohde integrates his research and teaching to provide a rich learning experience for his students, has taught a wide range of courses, supervised more than 150 undergraduate capstone projects, and served on 6 dissertation committees and 7 master's committees. Join in congratulating 2021 Regents Professor Rodney Rohde.
And that concludes our Professor Award presentation.
Congratulations to all of you. We're proud to have you. Thank you. Okay, our next item is a motion to confer 2021 Regents Student Scholar Awards. Mike, will you please introduce the recipients?
Mr. Chairman and Regents, the Regent Student Scholar Award recognizes outstanding students from across the system who demonstrate exceptional academic achievement, leadership ability, and contributions to the institution and their community. Honorees are nominated by their respective presidents and selected by the Foundation Board of Directors based on the recommendation of the Chancellor. As with all Regents Awards, the Student Scholar Award is designed to be highly selective. Historically, just a small percentage of those nominated actually are chosen to receive the award. And the fact that we have 4 winners this year from 4 nominations speaks to the quality of the nominees and their accomplishments. At this time, I would like to ask President Taylor, President Gallego, as well as President White, President Trout, and Regent Austin to again join us at the podium. And will the Regent Student Scholar Award recipients also please step forward and stand near the easels displaying your resolutions. We have a lot of bodies up here.
Yeah, we do.
Mr. Chairman, there's a resolution for the board.
Regents, do I hear a motion to confer the Regent Student Scholar Award upon Talia Belcher, Lauren Green, Carolyn Jess, and Gabriela Olivas? So moved. Second? Okay, if there's not any additional discussion or not any opposition, the motion passes. Congratulations.
Our first Regent Student Scholar is Talia Belcher, an accounting and finance major at Lamar University. Ms. Belcher has excelled at the highest academic levels at Lamar University, achieving a perfect 4.0 grade point average, earning president's and dean list status every semester at LU, and receiving several academic awards and honors, including the Lamar University Presidential Scholarship. She has shown commendable campus involvement, having served as a member of the Lamar Ambassadors Program, president of the College of Business Student Advisory Council, student director of the Office of Community Relations, and secretary-treasurer of the Student Government Association. Ms. Belcher has given back to her community by volunteering for the Students Occupationally and Academically Ready, or SOAR program, Southeast Texas Food Bank, Lamar University Community Garden, and campus sustainability efforts, and is an active member of several honor societies and professional organizations. Please join me in congratulating 2021 Regent Student Scholar, Talia Belcher. Our next Student Scholar recipient is Lauren Green, a theater major at Texas State University. Ms. Green maintains a 3.88 grade point average and has earned Dean's List status every semester since 2019. She has received several academic awards and honors, including the BOCO Awards Innovative Program of the Year, 2021 Student Employee of the Year, and Healthy Cats Peer Educators Best New Member Award. She has served as an officer for the Healthy Cats Peer Education Program, as a member of the Jeremy Torres Lab Theater Board, a member of the Women of Color Forum, and a member of the Theater Service Fraternity. Ms. Green is dedicated to the service of her community, having served as a volunteer for the Great Texas River Cleanup, Hayes Caldwell Women's Center, Texas State Impact Biblical Fellowship Program, and Children's Ministry Program at her home church in San Marcos. Additionally, she has earned the respect of faculty and peers at Texas State, lauded as one of the most mature, perceptive, imaginative students ever encountered in the theater program. Congratulations to 2021 Regent Student Scholar, Lauren Green. We're getting there. Our third Regent Student Scholar is Carolyn Jess, an environmental science major at Sam Houston State University. Ms. Jess maintains a 3.85 GPA. She has earned Dean's List status for 4 semesters and named to the President's List 1 semester. She's participated in several honor societies and organizations, including Alpha Lambda Delta, Chi Alpha, National Society of Collegiate Scholars, and the National Society of Leadership. She has also received numerous awards recognizing her academic achievement and potential, including the G. Scott and Mary S. McCarley Environmental Science Endowed Scholarship, Houston Alumni Pan-Hellenic Association Scholarship, and 2021 Raven Scholarship. Ms. Jess has given back to her community by volunteering for the Houston Arthritis Foundation Pandapalooza 5K, Gulf Coast Regional Blood Drive, Dream Center Brazoria County, and serves as a tutor for Brazos Wood High School students. Faculty have lauded Ms. Jess as a natural leader, mentor, and standout student who possesses a high degree of internal motivation, self-discipline, leadership, and passion for service. Congratulations to Regent Student Scholar Carolyn Jess. And finally, our fourth student scholar is Gabriela Olivas, an English major at Sul Ross State University. Ms. Olivas maintains a 3.87 grade point average, has been on the Dean's List status every semester at Sul Ross, participates in the McNair Scholars Program, and has received many academic awards and honors, including the Freshman Leadership Scholarship, Strausser Seals Scholarship, Ira Blanton Folklore Scholarship, and the Promise Scholarship. She's highly involved in the campus community, having participated in the Freshman Leadership Program, serving as president and vice president of Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honor Society, and working as culture reporter for the Skyline, Sul Ross's student newspaper. Ms. Olivas has earned the respect of faculty and peers who say she's a leader among English majors, in part because she encourages others to take the initiative and lead. So please join me in congratulating Regent Student Scholar Gabriela Olivas.
Congratulations to all of you. You've worked very hard to achieve this, and we're so proud of you, and you make us very proud. Thank all of you very much. Mike, I'm going to ask you to stay at the podium as our next order of business, Texas State University System Foundation update.
Good morning once again. TSUS Foundation Board of Directors, including Regents Amato and Scott and Chancellor McCall, held its quarterly meeting on Monday, November 15th. The following is a brief summary of the business from that meeting. At the end of the third quarter, Foundation assets totaled $7.9 million, with $6.9 million in the undesignated account and the remainder in the Foundation's 3 scholarship accounts. As of September 30th, 70% of the undesignated account was invested in equities, 16% in fixed income, and 14% in cash and equivalents. At the end of the third quarter, the undesignated account had gained 20% over the previous year and an average of 7% over the previous 5. The equity portion of this account increased 32% over the year and 14% on average over the past 5 years. The account supporting the Grow Your Own scholarship and the Diversity Enhancement Grant Program gained 17% over the previous year and an average of 8% over the past 5 years. And the Edmund Kimple Scholarship account gained 21% over the year and an average of 10% over the previous 5 years. The new Fernando Gomez Scholarship, not shown here, had a balance of $40,000. Quick update on our grant and scholarship programs. The Diversity Enhancement Grant Program now enters its second year. Grant proposals are due from the component institutions by December 15th, and we expect to receive several strong proposals from our institutions to enhance the recruitment and retention of minority faculty across the system. The deadline to receive applications for the Kimple and Gomez scholarships is January 1st, and those scholarships will be awarded at the next meeting of the TSUS Foundation Board board meeting in February. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Regents, are there any questions regarding the numbers? I think our money managers have done an excellent job. The returns are really good. Beats those 25 basis point CDs, doesn't it? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, now the next order of business, the board will now recess to executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Acts, section 551.071 through 551.074 of the Government Code. No votes will be taken in executive session.